Why is David called a man after God's own heart? This statement is taken from Samuel's witness against King Saul in 1 Samuel 13 verse 14. But now your kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought for himself a man after his own heart, and the Lord has commanded him to be commander over his people because you have not kept what the Lord commanded you. From a young age, David was mindful of God's word regarding the promised land, which God first declared to Abraham and then to Moses and Joshua. Genesis 15 verse 18. On the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, to your descendants I have given this land from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates. From the moment after Joshua's death to the period of Judges, even during Saul's reign, no one took up God's instructions and claimed the land fully, because no one cared about God's word. Everyone built their own houses, and Saul cared only about his throne which God had given him. Only David had faith in God's word to his ancestors, and stood before the Philistines and their giant. David also remembered the law of Moses, and brought back the Ark of the Covenant to establish the worship of God in Israel. To Samuel 8 verses 5 and 6. And 14. When the Syrians of Damascus came to help Hadadezer, king of Zobah, David killed 22,000 of the Syrians. Then David put garrisons in Syria of Damascus, and the Syrians became David's servants, and brought tribute. He also put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom he put garrisons, and all the Edomites became David's servants. And the Lord preserved David wherever he went. And thus David controlled lands from the brook of Egypt to the great river Euphrates. Although he knew the promises of God in regards to the promised land, David made tragic mistakes as a man and as a father to his children and bore the consequences of his actions. After David died, there was no other like him in all of Israel. Not until a greater son of David came 28 generations later.